Hi, I am Namita Peparaya and welcome to Yoganama. In today's class of Power of Breath, we are going to work on communication. And communication belongs to an energy center which is called Vishuddha Chakra, and that's around our throat. There are many different postures that we can use to activate this chakra, but I have chosen a variation of Viparita Karani or Sarvangasana. We are going to do a restorative version and then spend some time breathing into the posture. Let me show you what Viparita Karani modified looks like. For this, you will need a block. If you don't have a block, that's fine. Any pillow will also do. All I want is a little elevation for you to get into the posture. So I'm going to use this block and place it directly under my tailbone, not on my lower back. And I'm going to lift my legs up like this as far as it is comfortable for me. I can also stack my legs against a wall to make this position a little bit more comfortable. I can also stack the legs against the wall, so there can be a wall behind right now that can make it a little bit more easier to hold this posture. If it's really difficult for you and you're very new to it, you can even remove the block or the pillow and simply work on keeping the legs lifted like this, and the back of the legs can be against the wall for greater support. So choose a variation that works for you, and we will begin our equal breathing in that posture. So I'm going to use a block at a moderate height, lift my legs up overhead, make sure that I'm well aligned in the posture. And let's take a few moments to breathe mindfully. Inhaling and exhaling. Allowing the breath to settle the body into this posture. To help the mind get used to this posture. The impact on the circulatory system changes as we move into these inverted positions. And Viparita Karani is a very powerful position, not just from a physical perspective, but even from a pranic perspective. With that in mind, prepare for a breath which will be 6:6:6:3 today. So I'm adding a breath hold at the end of exhalation as well. Till now we've been working on inhaling, retaining, exhaling. We are now adding inhaling, retaining, exhaling and retaining, but for a very short count, because we're just introducing that in this posture. So join me now. Take a normal breath first. Exhale completely and begin. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 3. And continue like this at your own pace. If a count for 6 was very challenging, you can move to a count of 5 or 4 or even 3. Any of these options are perfectly fine. Choose one that allows you to breathe without getting tense, without getting breathless. And continue your own self-practice here. The posture may get a little bit challenging. That's fine. If you can work through it, please do that. Otherwise, you can take a break and get back up again. But don't take a break with the breath. Continue to breathe in a ratio that you have chosen. I'm right here practicing with you. Continue like this, do not stop. If the legs are shaking, that's perfectly normal. Remember, you should never be in any kind of pain, no tingling, no sharp shooting sensations. If it's just feeling of discomfort, then work through it. Otherwise, always take a break and come back up. You know your body best. Maintain the same attitude towards breath retention. Never force it. If a count of 6 is too high, you can reduce it. And work with patience. Without patience, your pranayama practice is not going to give you benefits. If we keep being aggressive with the breath, the practice will not give us the rewards that we need. Slow and steady wins the race when it comes to yoga. The fast, aggressive pace we have in our day-to-day lives is suited for our day-to-day lives. It is not suited for our yoga practice. So change your attitude when you come to the mat. Treat your breath differently than you would treat a project at work. Let's take one last breath here. And when you finish your exhalation and the retention at the end of exhalation, whenever you've held your breath for 3 counts and finished that, slowly bend the knees, bring the feet back down on the floor, press the feet into the ground, lift the hips off the block or the pillow if you have one, move it to the side and rest here for a few moments, letting the spine readjust. Letting your circulation, your mind and your breath also readjust. From here, just straighten both your legs to come into Shavasana-like position. Keeping your eyes closed, but staying connected with your breath. Take a few moments to concentrate on your throat, an energy center which is found there, helps us with communication. We have worked on 3 energy levels in the last 3 practices. We worked on confidence, compassion, and today we worked on communication. All 3 are integral for us to have a balanced personality. They are particularly relevant in these times when we are locked in at home with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. We need confidence to have the inner strength to deal with this uncertainty that surrounds us. When we are confident, we need compassion, that we can be understanding towards others who are with us, around us, or even our society. Especially if you're in a relationship or living with family, compassion is very important at this point. And that is why, after confidence, we worked on compassion. The third thing that's absolutely critical at this time is communication. How we interact with those around us. what energy we are sending out into the world through our words, whether written or verbal, is important. Karmically, we will be in debt to whatever energy we create in our environment. Once we are confident and we have compassion, we need to be able to communicate that to the world around us. And that is why we did the practice that we did today. So take a few moments to remind yourself that you are not alone in this. That you're a part of the entire world and you too have a role to play. By being where you are, by influencing the environment that's closest to you, and also expanding this environment to influence those around you for the better, for the greater good. And on that note, I'm going to end this class. I would recommend, if you would like, you can continue in Shavasana for some more time with your own thoughts or just being completely relaxed. And I will see you in the next class. Thank you so much for joining me today.